Hello and welcome to Southern Crescent Stadium for the UPSL Georgia Premier Division matchup between Rovers FC and Potros FC. Potros FC YouTube channel bringing you the match away today in Clayton County at Drew High School at Southern Crescent Stadium. There was a change in the schedule this week. Originally was supposed to be played at Terra Stadium, but got moved last minute, so we're here at Southern Crescent Stadium. And as we prepare for this match, we have some good details coming in. So Rovers FC, currently 9th place in the division, coming in with a 2 wins, 2 loss, and 1 tie record. Also 1 match that was suspended. As you can see on your screen right now, Potros FC holding up the banner for Cedric Fanga, the player who had a medical emergency this week. So here at the club, we all wish him the best, and for his family, that he can recover quickly and that everything is well with him. So get well soon, Cedric, if you're not watching. If those at home, we ask that you all keep Cedric and his family in your thoughts as he recovers from the incident that occurred. So again, Potros FC against Rovers FC. Rovers currently in 9th place with a 2 wins, 2 loss, 1 draw record. 1 match that's incomplete. That was against Legends FC at the beginning of the season. Game was suspended at halftime due to weather, inclement weather. That game will have to be replayed starting at the second half. Rovers started their season strong with 2 wins back-to-back against Vino Tinto and Atlanta United Academy, and then they came out to draw against UMA, and then they've lost their last 2 matches against Kalonji Pro Profile and Dalton United. So they have 12 goals scored and 11 goals against. Their top goal scorer, Renny Mateus, is going to be the captain for today, and we will see them line up what looks like in a 4-4-2 formation based on the information that we have. We'll see as the game gets started. As for Potros FC, they travel today, coming off of not the best form, 3 losses in their last 3 matches, but they started the season very strong with 4 wins at the first 4 matches. So they currently sit in 5th place in the table, currently behind Atlanta United, Kalonji Pro Profile, Soccer Saves Lives FC, and Dalton United, who currently sit at the top of the table. But Potros FC looking to try to get back into form as they continue with a lot of injuries on the injury list. So key players are going to be missing from this match from the beginning of the season, including captains Jake Sayer, as well as Benjamin Uranga, the longtime co-founder of the club and the player with the most appearances, and also adding to the list Dylan McClune, who took over the captaincy for Jake Sayer last week, but he's also going to be out with injury today. So Cameron Verona will be the captain of today's game, starting in goalkeeper for Potros, and we will look to see Potros versus Rovers. This is the 5th time that these 2 teams are matching up in official competitions. They met 4 times before this, and starting in the spring of 2021 all the way to the fall of 2022, and there were 4 matches, Potros winning 3 of those and Rovers winning 1 of them. No draws between the 2 teams, so this will be the 5th matchup. Let's take a quick look at the starting lineups for the 2 teams. We'll start with the home team, Rovers. So Rovers looks like they're going to be what we believe is going to be in a 4-4-2, possibly in a diamond shape. We'll see as the game goes on, but they've got Jorge Valdovinos, a former Potros player, starting in the goalkeeper position. They've got the captain, Renny Mateus, who's also the top goal scorer for Rovers this season, as well as Ek Halil and Corey Hart, Akini James, Rocamora, Ramos, Alibask, Del Rio, Ingram, and Da Silva getting the start. Of course, Augusto Del Rio, is also a former Potros FC player, one of the players with the most appearances for Potros FC, now currently playing for Rovers FC. And they do have a full bench of 8 players. Now let's take a look at Potros FC's starting lineup. Some changes from their previous match. Cameron Verona, as mentioned, going to be the captain, starting as the goalkeeper, and the defense is going to be only 1 change in the defense, which is Ryan Paolucci coming back into the squad after making a mid-week transfer from Dalton United. Former player Paolucci, who's returning to Potros after moving to 2 different clubs in between different seasons. He's back and he starts right away. He'll start in the center back with Win Bun Praser, with Grayson Rockhill and Manuel Montagut starting at the right back position. In the midfield, Pedro Valenzuela will be playing the deeper role today, and Zeke Saviello gets his third start in a row, and Alessandro Polania gets his first start of the season, his second appearance, but he is starting today, the 19-year-old Alessandro Polania. Up top, we will have Caleb Miller, Aaron Witten, and Pablo Gonzalez. Pablo Gonzalez being the top goal scorer, and 7 players on the bench: Nojim Agbosasa, Eduardo Samaron, Dante Andre, Fernando Canedo, Alan Hernandez, who's looking to make his 100th appearance today if he does get onto the game, Candler Bolte, and Enzo Prado making up the rest of the bench. So it's going to be a good matchup here. Potros FC again coming into the game with a 4-3 record, 4 wins, 3 losses. Rovers FC 2-2-1, 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. So we'll bring you all the action as the teams get ready to line up. We'll have the national anthem coming in just a second, and then we'll get the kickoff coming to you in a few minutes. Welcome again to Southern Crescent Stadium for the UPSL Georgia Premier Division matchup between Rovers FC and Potros FC. I'm Christopher Waranga bringing you the match here on the Potros FC YouTube channel. Potros FC traveling to Riverdale, Georgia to face Rovers FC for the UPSL Week 9 matchup. Both teams coming in looking to try to improve their form. Both teams having multiple losses in their recent matches. We're getting ready to do the national anthem as the teams line up at the half field. We'll take a look at the starting lineups once again, starting with the home team, Rovers FC. As we don't hear a national anthem, but as the players walk across, here's the starting lineup for Rovers FC. Former Potros player Augusto Del Rio gets the start. He will be an important piece for Rovers in the midfield. Captain Reni Mateus, their top goal scorer of the season, also starts in the defense. For Potros FC, one notable name in that lineup, Ryan Paolucci. He's going to be wearing number 64, starting at center back. He returns to Potros FC after going away to play for Rovers FC as well as Dalton United FC. Recently made the transfer back to Potros this week, and he gets the start right off the bat. Potros FC, Ryan Paolucci making his 22nd appearance today for Potros. Cameron Verona having the captain band for today. He starts in goal. And a few other changes. Manuel Montagut returns to the starting lineup, as well as Alessandro Polania gets his first start of the season, the 19-year-old. It's a young team for Potros. 4 teenagers in the starting lineup, that being Alessandro Polania, Zeke Saviello, Caleb Miller, and, of course, the 15-year-old Grayson Rockhill. Grayson being involved in every match this season at the left-back position. Only one game that he did not start. He's back in the starting lineup once again for today as the teams huddle up at the midfield and we get ready for the kickoff. Ten players for Potros today with more than 10 appearances for the club. A notable one, Alan Hernandez. He starts on the bench today. If he does come into the game today, this will be his 100th appearance for the club. Only 2 other players, one being myself, Christopher Uranga, and my brother, Benjamin Uranga, us being the co-founders of the club, being with the club since our early days in the ADSL, having over 100 appearances. Alan Hernandez coming up. He currently has 99 appearances. If he does make an appearance today, that would be with his 100th. We'll see if Coach Ignacio Macis decides to use him. So as we get ready to kick off, Rovers FC will have the kickoff going from left to right in all red. Potros going from right to left in the all white. And we are underway here at Southern Crescent Stadium for Potros FC versus Rovers FC. Rovers starting the ball by moving it back to the center backs. They'll like to move the ball around slowly from the back, looking for spaces in the middle. We do have some changes in the lineup based on what we have on the roster that we were given. We'll see as this game goes on if we can get those names and get everything corrected. So quickly here, ball's played forward by Rovers but won by Potros. Here's Saviello on the ball. He tries to get through, but Del Rio was there. Falls to Montagu, but he can't control, and it will be a throw-in early for Rovers. So one change we can see. We see number 20 getting the start up top. We don't know who that is. We have on our roster Akini James in the front. It appears to be the same build as Akini. We're not sure if that is him, but it might be. He might have just a number change. But ball's back in play here. Mateos with the ball. He plays it long, looking for James. Palucci's there to head it down. Here's Valenzuela. Valenzuela getting another start, making his 17th appearance today for Potros. Here's Jair Lopez Figueroa, another former Potros player. He was not on our starting 11 that we were given, but he is starting today. So here comes James on the left side, but he can't control. It's going to be a throw-in for Potros. Manuel Montagu looking for Witten. Ball's won by Rovers in the midfield. Here comes Rovers. Looking for Alibaksh. But Rockhill's there. Now Del Rio. Moving the ball. Here's Rocamora for Rovers. Tries to turn on Polania. Decides to go back. Finds Ek Khalil, who moves it to Mateus. Moves it to the far side to Ramos. Ball back in the middle. Here's Del Rio. He's got pressure from Saviello. Has to get the ball quickly. Looking for Alibaksh. The flag does go up. Verona was out either way to collect. So it's going to be an offside against Rovers. Free kick for Potros. Again, number 20 we believe is Akini James. Based on the roster that we were given, there might have been a number change. Ball sent long, won by Ek Khalil. Rockhill was there to poke it away, but it didn't find his teammate. Now Rovers will have the ball once again. Played off of Caleb Miller. It will be a throw-in for Rovers. That's Ingram at the right back position for Rovers, number 23. So Ingram on the ball. Looking for James. Valenzuela's there. He plays it out. Referees will say that he got the last touch, and it'll be a throw-in for Rovers. Ingram throws it in, finds Lopez Figueroa in the middle, but it only falls to Valenzuela. He has a little bit of a trip, but Palucci's there to clean it up. Looking for his teammate, a little bit off track again. Palucci and Polania, both players involved, they're getting their first starts of the season, so could be a little bit of a lack of a chemistry, but as this game goes on, maybe they'll clean that up. Here's Ingram with the throw-in, looking to go over the top, looking for Alibaksh, but Boone Praser is there to head it down. Headed back, Rockhill clears. Gonzalez will chase. Mateos is there to head back to Valdovinos safely. So ball's back into play here with Renny Mateos, the captain of Rovers. Looking for the long ball. Here's Alibaksh getting across. Rockhill's there to try to block him. Has a shot from outside the box, but it's cleanly in the hands of Verona. Nothing dangerous there for Verona. We saw him have a very good week last week against FC Birmingham, making, I believe it was 9 saves, somewhere along those lines. As Potros tries to play it out again, and again, a miscommunication there. Missing the passes, giving the ball away. It's going to be another throw-in for Rovers. So chance there from Rovers through Ali Box. Ball's back into play. Here's Lopez Figueroa. Goes back to Ramos. Switches it around. Tries to look for the long ball. Gonzalez got a quick touch. Put it off its track. But ball cleared away. Back to Rovers. So Rovers will collect. Here's Augusto Del Rio. He has pressure from Saviello. Goes wide to Ingram, but it goes to Caleb Miller, who picks it up. So Potros will keep the ball by going back to Verona. So as this game goes on, Potros and Rovers, these are two opponents who know each other well. 5 meetings, well, this being the 5th meeting. 4 previous meetings in official competitions. Potros currently with the lead in head-to-head. 3 wins for Potros, 1 win for Rovers. That 1 win for Rovers coming in the fall of 2021. It was a 3-2 win. Longtime fans might remember that game. Rovers took an early 3-0 lead at halftime. Potros came back in the second half and got 2 goals, but could not find the third one. Nearly did. Boone Presser was there to win the ball back, and an impressive tackle. Here comes Miller out wide. He'll cut back. He has pressure coming hard. Manages to keep it. Polania now finding Saviello. Another pressure hard. This time the foul is given against Rocamora, who came hard on the back of Saviello. Zeke Saviello getting his 3rd start in a row and his 3rd appearance for Potros in official competitions. He got the assist last week for the lone goal against FC Birmingham. Pedro Valenzuela was the goal scorer. Win Boone Presser on the ball, making his 42nd appearance for Potros today. The most of any player on the field right now. Ball played in by Miller. Gonzalez is out. Valdovinos comes out. It's cleared straight up. Rockhill's there. He controls with his chest. Finds Miller wide. Miller goes back across looking for Witten, but the flag does go up for an offside, so nothing will come from that one. But good movement there from Potros to get the ball into that final third. Valdovinos had to come off his line to clear that one. Gonzalez was there also. But now ball's back into play. Here's Rocamora. He goes back to Ek Khalil. Looking for the long ball. Finds Ramos. Plays it to Ali Baksh. He's going 1v1 with Palucci. Palucci's there. Uses his bodies well. Good strength there to win the ball. He'll try to keep it. Goes back to Verona. Cleared to the middle. Polania's there. Tries to get a touch. A foul is called against Polania. It's going to be a free kick for Rovers right at the edge of the penalty area, 20 yards from the goal. Quite a central position. Verona will want to get his wall set up well. We'll see if we got a look at that again. So, didn't get the replay in time. But it was a dangerous ball played by Palucci across the goal. Verona panicked a little bit and tried to get something onto it, but put Polania in a dangerous situation. The shot came in from Rovers. Polania was just a little bit late. So here's a free kick. We have Del Rio over the ball, as well as another Rovers player who I can't identify at this very moment. We know shots coming into the second post, and it's wide. Very nearly in there. We'll get a take. So free kick came in. Shot was taken by number 8, Corey Hart. Look for that second post. He had Verona beat, but the shot was off target. So some mistakes here in the beginning from Potros. Nearly the opener for Rovers. Goal kick for Potros. Ball played long. It's over Hart. Finds Witten. Looks for Gonzalez, who's making the run. He's going to go 1v1 with Mateus. Mateus putting the pressure. Gonzalez keeping it in play. Plays it off of Mateus, and he'll win a throw-in deep in the corner. One thing to keep in mind here as you're watching at home, the field has been extended with some blue paint. So it's a little bit hard to see on the camera, but the field does go further out wide than the yellow lines. And that's the lines that they are using in the match today. Throw in from Montagut going into the box. Looking for Gonzalez. It bounces around. Looks like the last touch was off of a Rovers player. It's going to be a corner kick for Potros. So first corner kick of the match for Potros FC. Montagut's lined up as well as Saviello with him. He's got options in the box. Gonzalez, Palucci, ball comes in. Headed away by Lopez Figueroa. Rockhill's there. Finds Saviello. He has pressure. Does well to keep it. Looking for an option to play. But he's tripped. So it'll be a free kick for Potros. Valenzuela lining up. Ball looking wide for Miller. It's too high. It's going to be a throw-in for Rovers. Ingram on the throw. Rockhill not able to keep it in. Going to be another Rovers throw-in. Long throw-in going over everybody. Boone Pressert's there, but it's going to go back where it came from. Another throw-in. So Rovers currently sitting 9th place in the league, but they have the fewest matches out of any team played. They haven't won a game since September 8th as James grabs his face. Play continues. James he's up on his feet. He's grabbing his face. Looks like the ball might have hit him, but ball played forward. Here's Gonzalez. Finds Montagut wide. He takes a touch inside. Has some space. Looking for Miller. Miller's going to get there. Is he? Nope. Valdovinos gets there first. It hits his teammate. Falls to Witten. Witten has a little bit of space. Finds Gonzalez running into the box. He's able to control. Tries the back heel. Miller's there to win it. Finding Polania. He can't control. And Lopez Figueroa is there now. And Rovers are going to come the other way. But his teammate can't get to it, so it's going to be a throw-in. So good opportunity there again from Potros, getting into the box for the second time. First time they were offside. This time just couldn't get those connections to get a shot off. But Valdovinos once again having to come off his line to get to the ball. Cleared into his own teammate for the second time today. Potros not able to capitalize on the opportunities. Another throw-in. This time on the far side with Manuel Montagut. Finding Alessandro Polania, trying to get through. But he can't get through Del Rio, who plays the ball out of bounds. Another throw-in. Montagut, ball coming in. Flicked on by Witten. Balls to Gonzalez, but he plays the ball out of bounds for a Rovers goal kick. Valdovinos plays it short. Here's Mateus. Finding Del Rio. He has pressure from Polania. Polania trying to cut it off. Finds Ramos. Goes forward, but Palucci's there this time. And Rovers will play back to the keeper. Rovers moving the ball around the back. Potros keeping the pressure high. Trying to cut off any passes forward. Del Rio plays it. Rocamora's there. Goes back to Del Rio. This time looking for James, but Boone Pressert's there. Finds Witten wide. He brings it down. Goes quickly, looking for Gonzalez, but once again, Valdovinos will come out and collect. So no issues there for Rovers. They'll try again. So as I was saying, Rovers with the fewest matches, 5 wins, but no wins since early September. They've had a draw and 2 losses in their last 2 matches. As they come here, here's Hart. Tries to get the ball across, but nobody's there on the back post. Couldn't tell if that was meant to be a shot or a pass, but it will be a goal kick for Potros. So good speed there from Hart to get in behind. Not able to really make anything of it. Take a quick look as we go into the 15th minute of the game. Rovers currently with 2 shots, 1 on target, 1 off target. The 1 off target was that free kick, the closer of the 2. Cameron Verona making the save on the other one easily. Potros yet to have a shot, but they have created some opportunities in dangerous positions. Just not able to get those final touches so far. Here comes Saviello. Pressure hard from Del Rio. Boom Presert will go through. He gives it to Rocamora though. Rocamora finds Lopez Figueroa, who's looking for the back post, but Palucci's there. Comes back to Lopez Figueroa. Wide to Del Rio. Looking for Ingram on the overlap. He gets to it. Ball's at the front post, but Boone Presert's there to send it to a corner kick. So first corner of the game for Rovers. Boone Presert and Cameron Verona working together to make sure that ball doesn't come through on that front post. Both players with more than 40 appearances. Verona getting his 40th appearance today for Potros. Win Boone Presert with his 42nd today. So both players with many games for Potros. Both players had played for Rovers in the spring season while Potros didn't participate in the UPSL, but they came back for this fall season to Potros. Both getting the start today. Boone Presert starting in that center back position. Normally playing at that left back, but deputizing at the center back as dealing with some injuries. So corner kick for Rovers. Cross comes in. Miller was there to head it away. Palucci winning the ball, not able to find a teammate. It's going to be another throw in for Rovers. Rockhill on the ball. Valenzuela. Back to Boone Presert. A little soft, but he manages to find Rockhill. Handball called against Rockhill. Here's Mateos, finding Jair Lopez Figueroa. Back to Mateos. Long ball over the top, finding Ramos on the left side. Montagut's there to pressure, forces him out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for Potros. So referee Haggerty is the center for today. Christopher Haggerty. He's done many UPSL matches, including some of Potros this season. He did the season opener against North Georgia United. He's the center for today. Don't know the names of the other referees, but here comes Rocamora. He was fouled by Gonzalez, but the referee let him continue, pulled it back now for the foul. So it will be a free kick for Rovers. Corey Hart going over the ball. He's the one who almost had that goal earlier. He's going to look for a teammate. Center backs Mateus and Ek Khalil getting forward. Akini James also a target. Hart over the ball. Ball put into the box to the back post. Bounces back to the middle but cleared away. But the flag does go up for an offside against Rovers. So 20th minute in the match, still 0-0. Both teams having opportunities. The closest opportunity coming from Rovers on that free kick from Corey Hart that was just wide. Ball put into play by Paolucci, looking back to Verona. Verona going long, only as far as Ramos. Rovers go back to their goalkeeper. So we can see Rovers in that diamond formation in the midfield. They've got Rocamora, Del Rio, Lopez Figueroa, and Hart. Hart playing off of the left side and Rocamora playing off of the right side. We'll see those outside backs, Ingram and Ramos, getting forward as well. And the two strikers, James and Ali Baksh, trying to get forward and create chances. So a lot of the attacks for Rovers is going to come through that center, through those four midfielders that are very talented on the ball. Here's Del Rio again. Finds Rocamora. He'll have pressure from Gonzalez, but nothing coming from it. Here's Del Rio going wide to Ingram, the right back, getting forward. Heads it down, but only as far as Verona once again. So interesting formation, not a common one that's used, but we can see how it lines up. Here's Ali Baksh putting pressure on Paolucci, goes back to Verona. Verona finds Witten wide. Montagu getting forward. He'll go 1v1 with Mateos. He'll try to beat him with speed. Mateos puts his body in between, protects it, goes back. Valdovinos tries to clear, but Montagu was there to block it. Eventually cleared away by Ekhail. So once again, Montagu trying to get through Mateos. Mateos takes a touch back and Valdovinos goes for the clearance. Hits off of Montagu, but cleared away to safety by the defender. Here is Potros once again. Saviello on the ball. He manages to get it through. Here's Montagu. He puts the ball in. Falls to Miller's feet. Miller trying to turn. Tries to lay it off for Saviello, but too many Rover players around him. Cleared again off of Miller this time, but it's going to be a goal kick for Rovers. Mateos on the ball. Going long, looking for James. Bounces, Paolucci's there, trying to get his body between it, but James manages to stay with it. Cuts inside. Going 1v1 now with Paolucci. And a handball is called there, so it's going to be a penalty kick for Rovers, but we'll see if we can get a look at the replay of that. It didn't look like there was too much in it. It's kind of hard to tell on the replay. We'll look at it in slow motion. James tried to get the shot off. Not sure about that one. Penalty kick, it's going to be Mateos. He is the top scorer, 3 goals this season. I believe 2 of those were from penalty kicks. He'll take another one here. Goes to the left. Verona reaches down, but it's in the goal. So it's going to be a goal for Rovers FC. Captain Reni Mateos getting his 4th goal of the season. Rovers 1, Potros 0. Kickoff once again. Here's Potros. Valenzuela going wide to Montagu. Paolucci, who was called for the handball, finds Saviello. Looking for Witten out wide. Mateos there to pressure. Witten looking for the cross. Blocked off of Mateos. It's going to be a throw-in for Potros. Throw-in coming in, headed away. Foul called on Rovers. Ball played quickly, but the referee, for some reason, didn't want it to be. Ball back in play now with Saviello going back to Bunpraser. Finding Polania. He has 3 Rovers players around him and gives it away. Valdovinos on the ball. Finds Ingram wide. Finding James. Now Rocamora. Back to Del Rio. Mateos. Long ball over the top, looking for Ramos. Montagut's there, he'll play it out. James going back to Del Rio. Looking for the long ball into the hands of Verona. Played out to Grayson Rockhill. He has plenty of space in front of him. He'll carry. Looking for options. Going back to Valenzuela. He has pressure coming on from Lopez Figueroa. Finds Gonzalez. Saviello turns. Carries the ball forward. Looking for Miller. Valdovinos there to clear out once again. Saviello. Finding Valenzuela. He has pressure from the Rovers players, but he's fouled by number 8, Corey Hart. Free kick for Potros. Saviello on the ball, looking for the play into the box. It's brought down. Here's Witten. He tries to head it to Gonzalez, but Valdovinos read it, and he was there to collect it. Now comes Rovers the other way, looking for Ali Box. Ali Box plays it back. Here's Ingram. Back to Rocamora. Back to Ingram, looking for James. Paolucci's there to win it. Ball's coming up to Ali Box. He manages to control and turn, but he has pressure from Polania. Manages to keep it off of him. Ball's all the way back to Mateos. Here will come Rovers again, looking again for the long ball over the top. Rockhill this time, able to pick it up. Saviello on the ball. He's got Rovers players around him, including James, who manages to tick it off. Here's Ali Box into the box, takes a second touch off the post. Eventually cleared away by Paolucci. So another chance from Rovers. A little bit of luck there from Potros, and now they're going to come the other way. Montagut looking for Witten. Manages to find him. He turns with space. It's 3 versus 4. Going to the back post. Here's Miller. 1v1 with Ingram. He has Gonzalez in support. Gonzalez gets the ball. Finding Polania. He's fouled. Referee gives advantage. Finds Witten. Touches it to Miller. Miller into the box. Has a shot blocked. Witten trying to turn. Finds Polania. Polania wide to Montagut. Montagut trying to get through Del Rio, but he can't. He'll play it back to Valenzuela. Opportunity again for Potros. Ball put into the middle. Khalil there. Now Del Rio. Given back to Paolucci. Potros on the ball once again. Valenzuela coming wide to Rockhill. He has Miller making a run wide. He decides to go over the top. Finds Witten on the back post. He gets through. Cuts inside of Mateos, but can't control it again. But the ball comes to Gonzalez, and Witten has a shot. Takes a deflection. It's going to be a corner kick for Potros. So good response. Rovers almost getting the goal off of the post, but here comes Potros the other way. Witten getting the ball bouncing around. Gonzalez manages to get it back to Witten. He has a shot. Takes a deflection off of Mateos, and it's going to be a second corner kick for Potros in this match. Saviello lining up to take the corner. Puts the ball in and goes through everybody. Nobody there on the back post. It's going to just roll out for a Rovers throw in deep into their own half. So as Potros resets, ball's put back into play to Hart. Going back to Ramos. He clears it forward. It bounces behind Palucci. He has pressure. Lopez Figueroa there to pick it up, but only to play it out for another throw-in. Ball given away in the middle. Here's Rocamora looking for James. He gets a touch, but it falls to Bunproser. Montagut heads away to safety. Another throw in for Rovers. So as we reach the final 15 minutes of this first half, Rovers 1, Potros 0, off of the Renny Mateos penalty kick that was given on a handball on Palucci. Rovers really having the better chances so far. A free kick from Corey Hart that was just wide. Another shot from Ali Baksh that came off the post. Potros staying into the game, only down by 1. Trying to find opportunities. Aaron Witten getting some chances. Gonzalez and Miller as well. The front 3. But not really able to test the keeper so far. They've put one shot that was deflected. The ball's played long. Montagut heads. Goes to Palucci. He tries to go back to Verona. Verona's there to clear. Rocamora tries to control. It's going to be another throw-in. Rockhill plays it into Saviello, who has pressure coming. Goes back to Valenzuela. Back to Rockhill now. Looking for Saviello, but Rovers doing well to cut those out. Here's Del Rio with pressure from Saviello. He gives it away. Here's Valenzuela, but he can't control. Lopez Figueroa quick to react and get back onto the ball, but he gives it away this time to Witten. Gonzalez making a run through the middle. Witten looking for him. He gets a touch with his head. Now he has pressure from Ekhalil. The foul will be given that time. It'll be a free kick now for Potros. Valenzuela getting lined up for it. Valenzuela looking for the shot. It's over. It's going to be a goal kick for Rovers. So nothing dangerous there. No ball boys at the stadium today. Only 2 game balls provided. So a lot of time being wasted to chase balls. Ball played in. Here's Ekhalil. Comes across to Mateos, who carries forward. Now he has pressure from Polania, but manages to Fox. Can't get through Montagut. Another throw in for Rovers. Ball played across to Rockhill. Palucci. Back to Rockhill. Ball being moved around by Rovers right now. Late challenge there by Polania. Catches Del Rio a little bit late. Referee talked to Polania. No card given. Bit of a handshake and the players move on. Free kick for Rovers. Ball put back into play. Here's Corey Hart. Mateos finding Ingram wide. He has options running forward. Looking for James, but it's going to go too long and Verona will collect. Boone Presser with the ball. Finding Rockhill wide. He has some space in front of him. He'll carry. He has some runners. This time going, looking for Witten. It falls to him in the back post. He has a shot. It's on target. It's a goal! Goal by Potros! Aaron Witten with the goal. Assisted by Grayson Rockhill. And just like that, the game is even. So Potros 1, Rovers 1. Quick chance here. Rockhill finding Aaron Witten on the back post on the first time shot into the back corner of Rovers. Similar attack. Rovers just tried the same exact attack with James. Went to the hands of Verona. This time, Potros went and found Aaron Witten on the back post who placed it into the corner. So Aaron Witten getting his second goal of the season. Assisted by Grayson Rockhill, and that pulls us back even as we get into the final 9 minutes of this half. Rovers back on the ball. Here's Hart. James managed to turn on Boone Presser. He'll carry forward, looks wide to Ramos. Ramos taking a touch outside, but he's going to go 1v1 with Montagu. Montagu putting the pressure. Decides to go back. And now Rovers will play with it in the back once again. Here's Mateos looking for the long ball again, but finds Ali Baksh, who came from an offside position, so it will be a free kick for Potros. Good response there from Potros to get the shot away from Aaron Witten on the back post. Grayson Rockhill, the 15-year-old, making an excellent pass, showing why, at his age, he's playing at this level of soccer. Here's Rockhill once again on the ball. He'll come inside. Goes back to Saviello. Saviello, another young player on the Potros roster. Finding Valenzuela, who switches it over to Montagu. Montagu trying to get it under control. Has pressure. Can't control it. It's going to be a throw-in for Rovers once again. So Rovers 1, Potros 1. Renny Mateus with a penalty kick in the 23rd minute. Aaron Witten with the equalizer in the 36th minute. Still a few more minutes. Do either of these teams have something in them to get a goal before halftime to take the lead? Ball's back into play. Here's Rovers. Here's Rocamora. Finding Lopez Figueroa, who has plenty of space. Looking for James through the middle. Palucci's there. He heads away. And Rockhill eventually clears. It'll be a corner kick for Rovers. So Ryan Palucci back in the squad for Potros, getting his 22nd appearance after being away for 2 seasons. Played both at Rovers FC and Dalton United. Transferred back to Potros this week after some injuries from Potros, looking to reinforce that center back position. Currently some key players from Potros out. Benjamin Oranga, longtime co-founder of the club. Jake Sayer came in this season as a captain. He's out as well. Dylan McClune, another player who came in this season who started very strong, out as well due to injury. Bobby Pomerin, Con Van, Juan Morphine, Cedric Fanga, other players who are not available. Another player, Jarvis Mattis, a player who had started every game up to this point, was not available due to personal reasons this week as well. Potros faring well so far without those players in this match, but they still got a lot of work to do. Here's Del Rio. Cross comes in. Valenzuela's there. Comes to Polania. Has pressure. Manages to find Saviello. Here comes a chance for Potros. He had Gonzalez running behind the defenders, but couldn't find him as Palucci gets the ball there. Here's Witten. Has Rocamora coming back. Witten plays it across to Gonzalez, who can't control, but Ramos is there to clear for Rovers. Paolucci there, but it's only confined a Rovers player. They'll come again. So opportunities once again on the counterattack, just like the goal we just saw from Aaron Witten. But Saviello wasn't able to get the space that he needed in order to play the ball over the top. He had to go back and keep possession. Eventually, ball did get up there, but wasn't able to make the right connections. Here comes Rocamora, finding Lopez Figueroa. He's turning into space. Here's James. Has some pressure, trying to turn. Plays wide to Ingram, who goes back safely to Ek Halil. Rovers once again with possession, playing in the back. Here's Mateos. They're looking for those long balls, those runners. Rocamora there without any pressure, trying to find James, but Paolucci's there to pick it up. Now there's space in the middle for Potros. Valenzuela trying to go over the top for Miller. Mateos is there to clean it up. Valdovinos. He has time. He'll take his time. Now goes wide to Mateos, who has plenty of space in front of him. Miller tracking back. But he goes over the top to James, who's running. He'll go 1v1 with Paolucci. Similar position we saw when the penalty kick came earlier. He cuts inside. Has a shot, but it's blocked by Montagu. Falls to Lopez Figueroa. Plays wide to Ingram. Ball coming back in. Bun Praser to head away. Ball bouncing far. Del Rio trying a shot. Nowhere near the target. Goal kick for Potros. Rockhill playing Polania. Polania looking for the long ball, but only as far as Ingram. Gonzalez is back, gets a touch, falls back to Polania. He plays it wide to Saviello. Saviello managing to turn. Finds Miller. Miller trying to get it back to him. Not really able to. Del Rio's there. Now James coming wide on this left side once again. Cutting inside again. Looking for the back post, but nobody's there for Rovers. Verona keeps it in play. Now Rockhill on the ball. Got the assist for the goal for Potros. Polania with pressure on his back. Lopez Figueroa, Hart playing a flick to Lopez Figueroa. Lopez looking for the shot, trying to find Verona off, but it's going to take more than that to really challenge Verona. We've seen over the last few weeks many highlights from Verona. They don't call him Mr. Insane for nothing. So far hasn't had too much to do. He's had one save. Rovers with a shot off the post coming from Ali Baksh. Ball played in here. Valenzuela has pressure from Lopez Figueroa. Does well to keep it. Plays it off James, and there'll be another goal kick. So dangerous position there for Potros on that goal kick. But again, more time wasted off of chasing balls. Only 2 game balls provided, both of them on the track behind the goal at the moment. Verona will collect both of them. Take a quick look again at the equalizing goal from Aaron Witten. Off of the assist from Grayson Rockhill, just manages to play it to that far post and just first time touch to the back post, very calm and simple. So final minutes, we'll see how much time is added, if any. Here comes Potros, here's Rockhill. He'll try to get through Ingram, but he can't. Ingram got the last touch, it'll be a Potros throw-in. Rockhill once again plays Polania. Tries to scoop it up behind Ingram, but he can't. Here's Ali Baksh. Gets it down, finds James, but Paolucci's there. He read it very well. His touch is a little heavy, falls to Rocamora. Paolucci follows up. But now the ball's wide. Montagu winning it back. He has some space in front of him. Plays Witten. Back to Montagu. Pressure coming in. One back by Rovers. One back by Ramos. Ball coming in. Ali Box was out, but the flag did go up for an offside on Ali Box once again. So we are now in the 45th minute. Referee holds up. A little difficult to see. Possibly 2 or 3 minutes. Kind of just taking a guess here. We'll see how much time before the halftime whistle goes. But here's Aaron Witten on the ball once again. Trying to find Montagu, but Rocamora is there to pick it up. He has pressure, but he goes back to Mateos. Gonzalez now coming to pressure. Takes a touch off Del Rio. Montagu there to clean it up. Comes to Valenzuela. Has Rovers players pressuring. Paolucci will play wide to Rock Hill. Gets a touch, manages to keep it in. Plays it off of Ingram. Will be a Potros throw-in. Rock Hill going long over the top of Khalil. Here's Gonzalez. Mateos there to clean it up. Another throw-in for Potros. Deep into the half as we get close to the halftime. We're not sure how much time was added. We did see some fingers go up for the referee, but we don't have the electronic board today, so we'll have to go based on when we hear the whistle. Long throw-in coming in from Rock Hill and the front post. It's headed up and it's in! It's in the back post and it's in by Gonzalez! Right before the halftime, Potros takes the lead through Pablo Gonzalez. And the halftime whistle goes for Potros taking the lead right before the halftime. Potros 2, Rovers 1. So Pablo Gonzalez getting his 4th goal of the season. Take a quick look. Long throw in from Rock Hill, getting his 2nd assist of the game. Ball came in to that back post. Gonzalez got up, got ahead to it to the front post. Valdovinos not able to get across and not able to get a hand on it. We'll take one more look in slow motion as the teams head to the locker rooms for halftime. Ball there on the front post and taken well by Pablo Gonzalez. So, halftime here at Southern Crescent Stadium. Potros FC just going into the lead on the last touch of the half through Pablo Gonzalez and Aaron Witten. Randy Mateos got the goal on the penalty kick after the handball from Ryan Paolucci. Potros FC 2, Rovers 1 going into halftime. Welcome back, everyone, to Southern Crescent Stadium for the UPSL Georgia Premier Division match between Rovers FC and Potros FC. Potros FC going into the lead on the last touch of the first half with the header from Pablo Gonzalez going into the front post. Take a quick look at that as we get ready to start the second half. Both teams coming back onto the pitch. Grayson Rockhill with the long throw-in. Gonzalez able to jump up into that front post and get a header to put Potros into the lead. Before that, Aaron Witten got the tying goal in the 36th minute after Renny Mateus for Rovers FC opened the scoring through a penalty kick in the 23rd minute. Rovers really having the better chances in the half. We'll take a look at the stats of the first half. We can see Rovers with 6 shots to Potros' 4. 2 shots on target for Rovers, though. That's really being the difference. They had 1 shot off of the post. They had a free kick that came very close, but just wide. But Cameron Verona not having much to do. He had 1 save that was pretty simple to his hands. Other than that, Rovers having good opportunities, but not able to take good shots. Potros, on the other hand, not having many opportunities, but taking the most of them. 2 shots on target and 2 goals. No yellow cards in this match. There have been fouls going both ways. There's been a couple of hard ones. The referee talking to the players but not showing any cards at this moment. As we get ready to start the second half, we can see the teams coming onto the field for Rovers FC versus Potros FC. So this second half is going to be a very important half for both teams. Rovers really controlling the possession, getting good opportunities, but not really able to take advantage of them other than the penalty kick. They'll need to be more clinical if they want to come back into this game. Potros need to do more of what they've been doing. They've been defending well. Ryan Palucci making his return to the squad, getting the start, being strong in defense, although he was the one who gave away the penalty kick through a handball. It was a little bit of a controversial call, depending on who you ask. Of course, we're here in the Potros FC YouTube channel, so we're going to say that it was a light call. Could have possibly not been, but of course the Rover fans at home probably think that it was a clear handball. But that's how it goes. As we get ready for the second half, Rovers, we'll see if they make any changes here going into the second half as the rest of the players come out. Pablo Gonzalez getting his 4th goal of the season, extending his lead at the top of the top goal scorers for Potros this season. Aaron Witten getting his 2nd goal of the season. He had his first a couple weeks ago against Dalton United. We'll see if either of them can get another goal, as well as some of the other supporting cast of Potros. Grayson Rockhill with 2 assists in this match, the 15-year-old showing his impressive form in this game, getting some goal contributions from that left back position. So as the sun is starting to set, we can see that it's going to be a little bit difficult for the players on this, the left side of the right side of the field, if that makes sense to anybody listening at home. So Rovers are going to have the sun in their face, particularly around the left center back position when the ball's coming from their right side, Potros' left side. You can see from the shadows the angle of the sun. So that might play a part into the second half, or might not. We'll see how they manage that as the game goes on. So Potros FC currently up 2-1. This is the 5th meeting between Potros and Rovers. Potros currently leading on the head-to-head with 3 wins. A 2-0 win in the spring of 21. A 3-2 loss in the fall of 21. A 2-1 win in the spring of 22. And a 1-0 win in the fall of 22. So all the matches have been close. This one as well close as we get ready to kick off. Potros will have the kickoff through Pablo Gonzalez. Doesn't look like any changes were made for Potros at halftime as we go into the second half. Now the ball is kicked off. Here is Valenzuela coming wide to Montagu. As we get into the second half, Potros FC currently leading with the last kick of the first half through Pablo Gonzalez. This is the first time the ball's back into play since that goal. Palucci playing the ball to Montagu, finding Polania wide, who has pressure. Palucci's there with him, trying to win it back, but Del Rio gets away with it. Trying to go through, but Boon Praset's there to pick it up. He goes wide to Rockhill. As this game continues, doesn't seem to be any changes on Rovers side. Ball comes wide to Witten. Lopez Figueroa was there to clean it up, and now Rovers in possession. Here is actually one change. Number 18, Eric Ferreira Rodriguez, has come into the match. Based on his position, I would imagine that it was Ekhail who was replaced. And as I look around the field, I believe that was the change that was made. So Ferreira Rodriguez in and Ekhail out. So one change in the center back position for Rovers. Eric Ferreira Rodriguez had played previously for Club the Strongest as well as Atletico Atlanta before they relocated to Connecticut under the name Ole FC. Here is Rovers again. Here's Ramos trying to turn Witten there to pressure. Foul eventually called on Potros, so it'll be a free kick for Rovers. So this midfield of Rovers has been pretty strong. Rocamora, Del Rio, Hart, and Lopez Figueroa. They've been creating a lot of danger, but not able to capitalize on those chances. Here comes Ingram on the right side. He puts the ball into the box, but doesn't find his teammate. Verona will hold, and he eventually picks up. Cameron Verona making his 40th appearance for Potros today between the six. They call him Mr. Insane. Every week we see him on the highlight reels. So far he hasn't had any highlights, but that shows the organization of the Potros defense, although there have been some chances for Rovers. Here comes Rockhill. Good touch into the middle with his chest. Tries to find Caleb Miller wide, but can't get past Ingram. Now Ingram carries with space. Rockhill trying to track back. Polania covering him in that left back position. Valenzuela picks it up, and he'll have some space to carry. Now it's a 4 versus 4 situation for Potros. Looks for Miller. It's just behind him. Miller had cut inside, trying to get in between the center backs. Valenzuela played it wide at the same time. A bit of a miscommunication, and the ball goes out for a Rovers throw-in. Pedro Valenzuela, the goal scorer from last week, this week playing in a deeper role with the absence of Dylan McClune, who picked up an injury and was not available for this match. But Pedro Valenzuela making his 17th appearance for Potros today. He has 2 goals this season as well. Today he'll be a little bit more help on the defensive side. It's going to be a throw-in for Potros now. Ball's thrown in. Here's Pablo Gonzalez on his 14th appearance. 4 goals in those 14th appearance, all coming this season in the UPSL. Throw in, come in. Here's Gonzalez. He flicks it on. Looks like it's going to fall for Valdovino safely. A couple of players for Rovers are formerly Potros players. Jorge Valdovinos, the goalkeeper, played for Potros in the first UPSL season for Potros. Augusto Del Rio being one of the top 10 players for Potros in appearances, currently making his game at Rovers, as well as Jair Lopez Figueroa, also a previous Potros FC player. Rovers FC, of course, training out of Cobb County, Georgia, just as Potros does. So, of course, some of these players are going to move in between these teams as they are the local teams for them. In fact, some of the Potros players have played for Rovers as well. Cameron Verona has played for Rovers. Ryan Palucci, Win Boonpresser as well have also played for Rovers in previous seasons. Here's the newly entered player, Ferreira Rodriguez. He goes wide to Ramos. Back to Rodriguez. Now Mateus. Rovers getting players forward. They're going to look long. Palucci's there to win it. Finds Valenzuela, who flicks it on to Saviello. Saviello turning. Tries to get through Del Rio. Has to go back to Rockhill. Rockhill back to Boonpresser. Boonpresser, the player with the most appearances currently on the field for Potros, with his 42nd appearance today. Ball's given away. Here comes Rovers. Corey Hart. Finding Rocamora. Del Rio back to Rocamora. Polania is there to pressure. He tries to win the ball, but Rocamora does well to keep it. Takes a deflection off him, but falls to the feet of his teammate Corey Hart. Hart now with pressure from Polania tries to flick it above him, but Montagut there to cover him. Witten, back to Montagut, back to Witten. Ball just went over the line according to the assistant referee. It's going to be Rovers throwing. Here's Jeffrey Ramos. Plays the ball into Del Rio, who flicks it on to James. Tries to turn. Paolucci made it difficult for him. Ball's cleared away. Here's Ferreira Rodriguez taking the ball forward. Rocamora. Now Ingram. He has pressure from Miller. He'll cut inside, carrying the ball forward. Here's Del Rio. Back to Ingram. Valenzuela's there. One back by Potros through Pedro Valenzuela. Goes wide to Aaron Witten. He has Montagut making a run. A flick on behind Ramos. Here's Montagut. He has some space. Gonzalez making a run. He goes into an offside position. Montagut cuts in, but runs out of space as he runs into Corey Hart from Rovers. And now Rovers back in possession. Here's Lopez Figueroa looking for James. Boone Praset's there. Verona's there. Verona plays it wide. He had some time. He probably could have brought that into his box and picked it up, but played it safe and cleared it out instead. Rovers in possession once again. Here's Rodriguez. Comes wide to Ramos. He keeps it in. Back to Rodriguez. Now Mateus. Finds Rocamora. Del Rio. Finds James. James carrying the ball forward. Gets past Montagut. Shot comes in. It's blocked off the knees of Paolucci. Header coming in. The header was from Ali Box, but he couldn't get it on target. It's going to be a goal kick for Potros. So as we get into the 53rd minute, 8 minutes gone in this first half. Rovers continuing what they did in the first half, keeping a lot of possession. But again, similar to the first half, lack of game balls causing some delays in the game. Now Rovers getting a little bit of frustration now that they're behind in the game. Asking the fourth official for the reserve ball, but wasn't given. Verona goes and chases. So again, Potros doing well so far in this match with a younger squad than they've had most of the time during the season. Some players coming into the squad for the first time. Alessandro Polania getting his first start. We have Enzo Prado on the bench making his first call-up of the season. One reason for that is the long injury list. Ryan Paolucci did come in this week, returning to Potros, strengthening the squad after transferring from Dalton United. But long-serving players, Ben Uranga, Sebastian Ramirez out due to injury. Sebas Ramirez with 78 appearances. Ben Uranga with 121 appearances. So that's a lot of experience missing for Potros in this match. As well as some other players who have come in this season and really strengthened the squad, such as Captain Jake Sayer and Dylan McClune. But that's the importance of having a deep squad at this level of the game. Here's James pressuring on Paolucci. Battle there. Nothing given. Now a foul is given and a yellow card is shown. Looks like it was shown to Ryan Paolucci. Wasn't sure what happened there. We'll see if we got the replay in time. As the ball came in, both players holding. Looks like the referee decided that Paolucci was holding a little bit more. Perhaps. A little bit difficult to see from here. Maybe the referee on the field has a better view. But a yellow card was shown to Ryan Paolucci on his return. So first yellow card of the match. Free kick here in a dangerous position for Rovers. Corey Hart over it. He had a close opportunity in the first half. Augusto Del Rio over it. Might look for a cross to the back post. Might look for a shot. Three-man wall. Shot comes in. It's over the bar. Off target. So another very close opportunity there from Corey Hart. See if we get a look at that replay. So he decided trying to catch Verona off guard, but the ball just goes over the bar. Doesn't really panic. Now the ball's back into play with Potros. Rockhill finds Polania. He has pressure from Lopez Figueroa. He can't get through the pressure. This time makes a foul. Another free kick for Potros. For Rovers. Another free kick against Potros. This time Del Rio's over the ball by himself. Looks like he'll put a cross in. Renny Mateos getting forward. Their top scorer. He's dangerous on these types of situations. Ball coming in, the cross to the back post. Here's Ferreira Rodriguez. Headed down, but it was into the hands of Verona. He did well to keep possession there. Don't parry it. Now the ball's back into play. Here's Rockhill on the left side. He has some space in front of him. Miller making a run in behind. Looking for the ball in. Comes to the Rovers player. But eventually picked up back by Potros. Palucci on the ball. Finding Montagut wide. Coming to Witten, who gets in behind. Ferreira Rodriguez is there to clean it up. It's going to be a corner kick for Potros. So once again, chasing balls onto the track. Take a quick look at the replay of that last free kick for Rovers. The shot from Corey Hart that went just over the bar. Another great opportunity for Rovers trying to get back into this game. They had the early lead. Potros came back and tied it through Aaron Witten before eventually taking the lead just before the halftime. Corner kick here. Boone Pressert's over it. He puts it into the front post. Valdovinos catches. Now a quick move here from Rovers. Looking for opportunity to go forward. Trying to get the long ball, but Valenzuela was there. They'll say it came off him last, and it'll be a throw-in for Rovers. Here's Ferreira Rodriguez once again. Finds Ramos wide. He comes inside of Witten and manages to find Del Rio in the middle. He has runners going forward, goes long, looking for Lopez Figueroa. Palucci's there as well. Palucci gets to it, gets a head on it, manages to control Lopez Figueroa there. Montagut is trying to clear, but it's off of Ali Bax. Eventually cleared off of Lopez Figueroa, and it'll be another throw-in for Potros deep in their half. So the battle continues between Rovers and Potros, as Rovers continuing to look for those options forward, trying to create chances. They're getting some chances, not able to put shots that are really testing Verona. A couple shots off target, couple right into his hands. Potros not really having any opportunities in this second half so far. Holding on to the lead for the moment. Players starting to warm up for Potros. No movement on the bench right now for Rovers. We did see one change already made. Ball comes in. Polania got ahead to it, but it does go out for a Rovers throw-in. So here comes another opportunity as Jeffrey Ramos gets it back into play quickly. Here's Alibax on the left side. Palucci there with him. He gets around Palucci, puts the ball back in. Here's Rocamora. He cuts inside to his left foot, shot in, and Verona once again into his hands. Keeps it safe and away from the target. Here comes Grayson Rockhill on the left side. Ball played into the middle. Valenzuela trying to get it to Saviello, but only finds Del Rio. Now he finds Corey Hart with some space in front of him. Finds James. James trying to turn. He has Palucci. Goes wide to Alibax. Alibax going 1v1 with Montagut. Manages to get past and puts the cross in. Valenzuela's there. And now Potros will play it out. Witten to Saviello. Saviello not having many options, but goes back to Witten. Trying to get some space. Trying to go down the line to Gonzalez, but it's only as far as Jeffrey Ramos. Ramos carrying forward. Gonzalez back. Putting the pressure. Forces a ball into the box. No Rovers player ran in. Verona will take his time. Ball sent forward. Looking for Aaron Witten. It's going to be a 50-50. Ball bounces behind. Neither player won it, but Witten manages to get onto the bounce to the second ball. Ferreira Rodriguez back to Valdovinos. Valdovinos looking for Ingram. It bounces to the middle. Valenzuela will pick up. He has some Rovers players coming from behind him. Finds Saviello. Trying to get through. No foul given. Here comes an opportunity for Rovers. Ball over the top. Ali Bax. Foot race with Palucci. Palucci gets to it. Comes off of him, and it will be a goal kick for Potros. Alibox lost his footing after that challenge from Palucci. Referee didn't think there was anything unfair in the challenge. Came off of him as he went down, and it'll be a goal kick for Potros. So we're here in the 61st minute of the match. Potros still holding on to the 2-1 lead after getting the go-ahead goal right before halftime through Pablo Gonzalez. Ball's back into play, into the Rovers half. Ball's bouncing around. Rolls out for Potros throwing, and they'll try to get some players forward. Try to create some chances. Rockhill on the throw. Not too many white players in front of him. One back quickly by Rovers through Del Rio. Looking for Hart, but the pass is too far away from him. Valenzuela going back to Palucci. He has some pressure. Palucci calmly going back to Verona. Verona. Not a good ball. Wasn't a good clearance. It fell to Hart, who got a touch on it. It fell back to James, who was in an offside position, so not able to take advantage of that bad clearance. Unfortunate for Rovers there, as James was in an offside position at the time. So it will be an offside kick for Potros. They'll get some players forward, trying to get out of their own half, having some difficulty getting some possession in the Rovers half. Not many white players getting in front of the ball, giving options. Here comes Del Rio, manages to turn, does a really nice turn there. Here's Lopez Figueroa, goes back to Del Rio. Looking for Jeffrey Ramos wide. Montagut gets to the ball late. Ramos cuts inside, looking for Alibox. Boone Praset's there. Palucci now, looking for Montagut, can't get through. Ramos puts the cross in to the back post. Rockhill turns with it. He'll keep it in play. Now looking down the line, but it's only as far as Mateus. Mateus connecting with a player, but it's given away. And a foul given there, and it's going to be a yellow card shown to number 10, Rocamora. So the second yellow card of the match, this time shown to Rovers' Gregorio Rocamora, as Caleb Miller flicked the ball away from him. Gonzalez tried to break away, just went too hard in the back. Tactical foul, yellow card shown. Here's Saviello finding Valenzuela. Valenzuela has pressure. He flicks it on. Rockhill can't keep it in play. It's going to be a throw-in for Rovers. So given away once again. Rovers still looking for an opportunity back into this game. They've had some opportunities, haven't been able to capitalize so far. Ball being headed forward. Comes to Gonzalez, who can't control. And now Rovers have the ball with Hart. Here's Del Rio. Finds Lopez Figueroa. Connects with James. Gets through. Boone Presser has a shot into the hands of Verona, who scoops it up. Good smother there from Verona, holding on to the 2-1 lead. Keeney James, we know he is threatening in front of the goal. A few years ago, the first season that Potros was in the UPSL, Keeney James played for Seas Jamaica United. He was the top goal scorer of the division at only 17 years old. Had a few injuries, had a few stints in other clubs. He's now back into the UPSL with Rovers FC. He's had a few goals this season. Had a few opportunities. He won the penalty for Rovers in the first half. But this time a foul's given and a yellow card shown to Alessandro Polania, as I believe that's Corey Hart went for the header. Polania did not go for the header. Hart got over him. Polania did not get out of the way. The referee deemed that as a yellow card offense. He'll get up. He'll take his time to get up. Ball in, Palucci heads away. Falls to Gonzalez. He cuts, he turns. This time a foul's given. No advantage, but a yellow card shown to Corey Hart this time on foul on Pablo Gonzalez. So we'll quickly... Yellow card to Alessandro Polania for the first one. And then Corey Hart there for Rovers with the yellow. Referee was very quick to stop the play there. Potros was a little frustrated. They felt they had a chance to get a quick attack in. Nonetheless, the foul was given. The yellow card was shown to number 8, Corey Hart. So 2 yellow cards apiece. So far, all of them have been in the second half. Ryan Palucci, Alessandro Polania for Potros, Gregorio Rocamora, and Corey Hart for Rovers. Free kick taken by Verona. Doesn't find any teammates, and it'll roll to Valdovinos. Here's Ferreira Rodriguez. Now Del Rio. Back to Ferreira Rodriguez. Finds Lopez Figueroa. Tried to find Jeffrey Ramos wide. He kept it in play and forced Palucci to play it out. Now here comes Rovers. Here's James. Given away. Gonzalez finding Witten. Quickly played to the middle. Here's Polania finding Saviello. Saviello doesn't have any options in front of him. He's forced to go back. Now Witten once again. He has Montagut going ahead of him. Goes to Valenzuela instead. Now Witten coming to Montagut. Flicks it to the center. Polania trying to get it. Can't keep control. Forced to play it out. It's going to be a Rovers throw-in. Del Rio, he has a runner going forward. Decides to go to Lopez Figueroa, who now is going to go forward. Palucci's there. Plays it forward to Saviello. Saviello turns. Finds Witten wide. Back to the center. Back to Saviello. Back to Witten wide. Witten has some space. He has Miller on the back post. Tries to find him. Miller's there with his left foot, but can't get it on target as he plays it out wide. So quick counterattack there from Potros, really. First opportunity in the second half, as we can see Saviello make a good link up there with Witten as they play it 1-2. Twice. Witten looking for Miller on that back post. Finds him, but just not able to get that shot on target. Now Rovers. Here's Hart. As we see the first change for Potros getting ready. Fernando Canedo getting ready to come in. He'll likely be in that midfield. Foul given there. Yellow card shown to Manuel Montagut. So 3rd yellow card of the match for Potros. 5th of the game in total. And now we will see that substitute made. So Fernando Canedo getting ready to come in. We'll see. Looks like Alessandro Polania is going to be the one to be replaced. So Polania with a yellow card. First start of the season. He will be replaced with Fernando Canedo in a like-for-like situation. So Canedo making another appearance this season. All of his appearances this season have been off of the bench. We saw him get a very important clearance in the match against Legends FC where Potros won 2-1. A last-minute clearance off the line to secure the win. Ball's now played by Del Rio, looking for Kini James, but Palucci's the highest one up. Falls to Saviello, flicks it on. Only as far as Rovers, and now they'll come again. Looking for opportunities in the box. Del Rio once again coming inside. Doesn't see any options, has to go back to Ramos, who plays it wide to Ingram. Ingram now puts the cross in, finds Mateus, but the ball bounces behind him. Not sure if he was trying to flick that on or control it, but ended up behind him, and now here comes Potros. Here's Saviello, has some pressure, manages to get away from it. Looking for Miller, who came from an offside position. Flag is up, referee not calling it. Now he does. So Miller came back from an offside position on that play. So Rovers once again, ball's put into play. Here's Del Rio. Finding Alibash in the middle. Canedo coming back. Not able to get a block on it, but the shot is off target. Hits the American football goalpost, which of course means it will be deemed out of play. So another shot off target. Replay was just a little late on that one. Ball's back into play. Verona played short to Paolucci. Played it back to Verona, who goes long. Looking for Miller, but Ingram is there to collect. Comes back to the middle, finding James, but the flag goes up, so it's going to be an offside. Offside called against Akini James. We can see Rovers with 6 offside calls against them in this game. Potros with only 2. Shows how much Rovers have been attacking, but also shows the timing of Rovers has not been as good as it could have been. Some of these opportunities have been wasted due to the runners running a little bit too early or the passer passing a little bit too late. But they'll try again. Ball's played forward, looking for Alibash. He's challenging with Paolucci. Paolucci putting pressure, forcing him to go back, and Witten eventually there to help out and poke it out for a throw-in. So we do see some substitutes now getting ready for Rovers as well. We'll probably see some changes as some players start to get tired. Ball played over the top. Here's Alibash going 1v1 with Montagu. Ball played to the back post. Rockhill was there to help it on its way out for Rovers corner. And we will see a couple of changes for both teams now. Dante Andre getting ready to come in for Potros. We'll see if they make the change during this corner. They might wait till the next stoppage. Ball's put into the box. Verona's there to head away, only as far as a Rovers player. Eventually cleared by Canelo, I believe. No, that was Boone Presert who got the clearance. Now the substitutes will be made. 2 substitutes coming on for Rovers. Number 25 and number 15. As well as Dante Andre coming in for Potros, and Aaron Witten will be the one replaced there. So number 25 and number 15 for Rovers on. I don't have a name for either of those players on the roster that I was given. So we'll just go by their numbers. We won't try to guess. But Dante Andre did come on to replace Aaron Witten for Potros. A like-for-like substitution on that right wing as the ball is played forward by Boone Presert. Ingram heads it. Rockhill got the final touch. Another Rovers throw-in. So we're into the 75th minute. Only about 15 minutes remaining in this match. Potros still holding on to the 2-1 lead. Rovers still looking for opportunities. Had a couple of shots on target. Verona was able to save them. Had a couple shots off target as well. But continually testing this Potros defense. Ingram with the throw. We'll see if he looks to try to get into the box. Ball put into the box. Paolucci's up. It bounces past everyone. Montagu's there. It's on the back post. Number 15. Verona's there. And gets a save. And now it's cleared away from Andre. So ball came in. Bounce around through everybody. Boone Presert was up. Paolucci was there. Montagu was there. Not able to get to it either. As the play stopped here as a player is down. Number 15 for Rovers. We'll take a look at that replay. Luckily Verona was there to get his body in the way. So the long throw in came in from Ingram. We can see Paolucci went up. Boone Presert was there. Montagu went up late. And Number 15 on the back post was there. He got a touch to it. Verona made himself big, and it came off of his chest. Ball's back into play here. Rocamora goes back to Ferreira Rodriguez. Number 15 off the field currently after going down. Now it's to the back post with Lopez Figueroa. He gets a flick back onto Hart. Hart's still on the ball. Andre's there. He's forced to go back to the corner. Andre's there. He wins it. He's shielding the ball. Hart there to pressure. Andre still with the ball in the corner. Eventually a foul given against Hart, and it's going to be a free kick for Potros. So another opportunity there for Rovers, unable to get it. This time it was on target. Verona once again, this time making a crucial save there at the back post on that play. Ball's back into play, cleared only as far as Del Rio. Here's Hart. He has a player coming in. He's number 25. He turns, tries to have a shot. Rockhill is there, and it comes off of his arm, and it's going to be another penalty kick for Rovers. This time, a handball given to Rockhill and a yellow card shown. That one was hard to argue against, as his arm did come up, and number 25 tried to flick it over him. See if we got the replay in time. So the ball came in from Hart over the top. Number 25 tried to flick it over, and yeah, Rockhill's arm was in a position that it did not need to be in. So penalty kick, Randy Mateos will take it again. He's got the first penalty kick in this game to give Rovers the lead in the 27th minute or 23rd minute, somewhere around there. This could be his 5th goal of the season. His 4th penalty kick goal if he does score it. Verona went the right way the first time. We'll see if he can get it this time. And ball's into the back of the net. Rovers ties the game. And we're back to level just as we were 78 minutes ago. Randy Mateos getting his 2nd goal of the match. 2nd penalty of the match. 2nd handball of the match in favor of Rovers. So unlucky if you're here for Potros. Ball's kicked off again. Here's Saviello. Back to Rockhill. Rockhill with 2 assists in this match. Unlucky with that handball call against him. He's now sitting on a yellow card as well. He'll play the ball forward. Here's Saviello. Comes wide to Montagu. There's still opportunities left in this game. Still time for either of these teams to come away with the 3 points. As the ball's flicked on here for Andre. Andre's coming into the box. Takes a heavy touch. Mateos is there to clean it up. He's in the corner now. He has pressure from Andre. Eventually played out by Mateos, so it's going to be a throw in deep into the Rovers half for Potros. So as mentioned, we're into the 80th minute of the match, 11 minutes remaining. Still opportunities here for either team to get ahead. Of course, Rovers have been the ones getting most of the chances in this match. Potros looking to get something here. Ball's thrown in again. It comes to the back post. Here's Gonzalez. He'll look for options. Puts the ball back in. Here's Miller. He has pressure. Has a shot. Bounces around. Now it comes to Andre. Miller has a shot. Bounces once again. Eventually cleared by Del Rio. Ali Baksh is there. And a yellow card is shown to Boone Presser this time. So now the entire back line of Potros is on a yellow card. So, first real opportunities there for Potros. Caleb Miller did have an opportunity earlier in the second half, but that was another opportunity there. Ball bounced around, couple shots, nothing on target, able to test the goalkeeper. But here's Mateos for Rovers. Puts a long ball over the top, looking for number 15. Gets ahead to it, but can't keep it in play. It's going to be a goal kick for Potros. Verona sends the ball long, looking for Caleb Miller. Ingram is up, and he wins it. Ball's bouncing for Palucci. He manages to get ahead to it. Only as far as a Rovers player. Here's Corey Hart, who gets a shot. It's over the top. It bounces off of the goal post, and it's going to be a goal kick for Potros after the shot went off target. So Verona once again getting there to put the pressure on, forcing the shot to go off target from Corey Hart. Ball was played over the top, flicked over Boone Praser, and the shot came in. Verona honestly getting lucky there, getting away with one. He came pretty late into the challenge, got contact with Hart. Referee decided that it was not a foul. We'll see a change for Rovers here. Number 19, we have listed as Agustin Lobo, getting ready to come in. He'll replace Rocamora in the midfield. Ball's over the top. Ferreira Rodriguez, a halftime substitute there to clean it up. Ingram goes back to Valdovinos. Valdovinos looking long. Rockhill was there. Falls to Saviello. He'll carry the ball to the space. Montagu getting forward. Eventually played to him wide. Back to Saviello. Has some runners. Finds Gonzalez, but Mateos was there. Strong with the header. Now Lopez Figueroa. Rovers coming forward. Getting through the middle easily. Here's Ali Baksh. Playing it wide to Ingram. Cross coming into the back post. Hart and number 15 are there. We don't have a name for 15. He gets to it. Comes back to Lopez Figueroa, who has pressure from Saviello. Finds Del Rio. Gonzalez is back. Not able to get it off him. Del Rio carrying forward. Finding number 25, who gets through Rockhill. Has a shot. Another save for Verona, who gets the ball in the second one to collect. So another save there from Verona. Ball played forward once again. Headed down by number 15. Finds Hart. Plays it to Del Rio. Del Rio with some space. Looking for the player. Running behind. Boone Praset picked it out. Valenzuela now. He has Andre in front of him. Finds him. Andre with space. He has Saviello in the back post. Has Gonzalez as well. Goes with the right foot into the back post. And it's just wide. Unlucky there from Dante Andre. Nearly taking the lead for Potros on that opportunity. So good opportunity there from Potros. Andre getting in there, going for that back post and just playing it wide. Not able to get it on target. Missing the opportunity to take the lead back for Potros. So game continues 2-2 here. Ball's put into play by Rovers. Mateos looking long. Rockhill is there. He'll head away. Dante Andre was the one with the opportunity, making his 23rd appearance for Potros today. Although this is his first season involved in the UPSL. Now we'll see another substitute as Pablo Gonzalez is replaced. He'll be replaced with Nojim Agbosasa. Nojim being the oldest player on this Potros FC squad at 37 years old. So third substitute of the game for Potros. Nojim coming on to replace Pablo Gonzalez, the goal scorer of the second goal. Rovers looking to try to find something to take the lead once again. Long throw and into the box. Palucci's there. Takes some bounces. Nojim is there to get it away. Rovers will keep it in the back. Mateos looking for the switch. Hart is there. Brings it down. Finds number 15. Carries forward. Finds Ali Baksh. Took a touch off of Palucci, so it'll be a corner kick for Rovers. Corner kick for Rovers. Ball comes in to the back post, headed back across. Saviello was there to head it away. Cleared away by Dante Andre. Rovers will come again. Ball played over the top. No Rover players making any runs. All the players were coming back from the offside positions, trying to get into onside positions and weren't able to get to that. Verona will pick it up. Long ball played. Ferreira Rodriguez headed it down. Now Del Rio has some pressure. Manages to keep possession. Goes back to Ferreira Rodriguez. Now Mateus, the goal scorer of the 2 goals for Rovers. Finds Alibax, who has a header flicked on. Palucci there to clear it. About 3 minutes remaining plus any added time. There have been a lot of cards in this half. We know the entire back line of Potros has been shown a yellow card, as well as Alessandro Polania, who has been replaced. A couple of yellow cards on Rovers' side as well. Here comes Rovers once again, carrying forward with Lobo. Lobo not able to keep it in. Rockhill now. Looking for Saviello. Saviello's there. Tries to let it go through him, but Mateos is behind him. He plays it out of bounds. So we're reaching the final minutes of this match. Still drawn 2-2. Rovers took an early lead in the first half through a penalty kick. Handball called on Ryan Palucci. Potros able to get the lead right before halftime through Aaron Witten and Pablo Gonzalez. Second half was a lot of Rovers trying to get back into the game, eventually winning a handball through Grayson Rockhill and Mateus stepping up to get his second goal of the game through another penalty kick. So a little bit of luck on their side, but also has to do with the amount of pressure that they've been putting on. Here comes Rovers again. Ball bounces up. Del Rio trying to get it through. Canelo was there to stop it, but only as far as a throw-in, and now Rovers getting players forward. Montagu able to head it to Andre, finding Saviello's feet. He has pressure. Lopez Figueroa wins it back. Here's Lobo finding Del Rio. Del Rio looking wide to Hart. Palucci there to pick it out. Finds Andre. Andre going back to Palucci. Back to Andre. Connecting with Saviello, who flicks it on for Montagu. Montagu able to get it, but his touch is too heavy, and it'll safely played back to Valdivinos for Rovers. Ferreira Rodriguez. Mateus. Flicked on by Ingram. Canedo was there. Boone Pressert will have to play it out. So 1 minute remaining in regular time. We'll see if we can see how much time is added. They don't have any electronic board on the referee crew today, so we'll try to see if we can catch what center referee Christopher Haggerty puts up. Headed away from Palucci. Here comes Miller. He has some space. He has Nojim ahead of him. Saviello's there. Andre's joining. Now Valenzuela's getting forward as well. So Potros getting players forward. Ball comes back to Palucci, who gives it away to Rovers. Here comes Lopez Figueroa. Cuts inside, tries to play it on. Here's Ali Baksh going 1v1 with Rockhill. Gets through. Canedo's there. Eventually, Palucci gets in the way to put it back out for another corner kick for Rovers. Fifth corner of the game for Rovers as Boone Pressert stays down. We didn't get a chance to see how much time would be added, but we know that once the ball is in play, we'll probably play the full length of those minutes. Boone Prasert stays down. Alan Hernandez getting ready. Looks like it might be a cramp based on the treatment that he's receiving. Legs being stretched out. The substitute will be made. So Alan Hernandez will come on to finish off this game, which will give him his 100th appearance for Potros in official competitions. Only the third player to get 100 appearances. He'll come on to defend this corner kick. 4 minutes being added, we just heard. So we're going to say 4 minutes from the time that this ball is being kicked in. So we'll go to about 6 minutes on the clock. Maybe a little bit more. Ball come in. Lopez Figueroa leaves it for Ingram. Shots taken and it hits off the referee. So take a quick look at that again. Ball played short. Lopez Figueroa. Referee standing right in front of the ball and hits off of him. It's going to be a drop ball for Rovers. Not very good positioning for the referee. He'll probably try to have a shot. We know the players have to be 4 yards from the ball. As this ball drops, they'll have to be ready. It's interesting. You don't see many opportunities like this. Ball's played in, flicked on. Palucci heads away. Ball come back in. Lobo had a volley. Got blocked. Lopez Figueroa plays it wide to Ingram, who puts the cross in. Runners coming in. Palucci gets the header. Falls to Lobo. Flicks it back in. Palucci's up. Valenzuela's up. It comes in off of Verona's chest. One again, and what a save there from Verona once again. Corner kick for Rovers. We're at the +4 mark. We know we'll get to at least the +6. Cross coming in. Miller not able to get it, but comes back and Verona collects it. Now looking for opportunities. Verona plays it, hits off of Hart that time. Comes back. Now Hart has a shot. Took a deflection according to the ref. It's going to be another corner kick for Rovers. As they get ready to take this corner, we'll take a look at that double save from Verona. The ball was flicked on. Came across. Ali Box had the shot. Came off of Verona's chest and then came again for Ferreira Rodriguez. But Verona getting his fingertips. Ball coming in again. Flicked on. Nojim was there. Eventually cleared by Montagu. Here's number 15 for Rovers. Plays it back out wide to Lopez Figueroa. He puts the ball into the box. Comes to Ferreira Rodriguez. Palucci was there to get a touch. Another corner kick for Rovers. So again, Rovers putting all the pressure here. Potros doing well to stand their ground, holding on to the tie. Goalkeeper Valdovinos going forward, trying to get a goal, trying to win the game. Leaving the goal open. We'll see if what comes from this play. Valdovinos, the goalkeeper, looking for something. Let's see if they'll look for him or not. Cross comes in, goes over everyone, and Ingram was there. It's going to be a goal kick, and Verona will take his time as Potros gets their players forward. Currently at the +5, 38. We know 4 minutes were added from the time that the play was restarted, which was around 2:20. We'll see if we get all the way to 6:20 or if any more time will be added. Here's Hart. Finds 15. He has a runner trying to get through, but Palucci's there. It's going to bounce. Andre not able to keep it in. Throw in for Rovers. Rovers looking for trying to get all 3 points. Montagu playing Dante Andre, not able to keep it in. Throw in for Rovers. Finds Ali Baksh's feet. Montagu eventually playing it forward to Nojim. He turns. Has runners getting past him. Finds Andre wide. Montagu's getting in front of him. Gets there. And we'll see if we can take a look at the replay of that. But Nojim was running forward. And there was some contact with Ferreira Rodriguez. Referee deemed that contact to be a foul. Most of us were looking at the ball. We didn't see exactly what happened. We'll see if we got it on the replay. So keep an eye on Nojim. He's the one on the ball right now, number 14. As he played that ball wide to Andre, he started to make the run forward. We see Ferreira Rodriguez run across him. And the referee saw the contact, felt that he impeded his progress, gave the free kick, and now it's going to be an opportunity for Potros. Montagu over the ball. Valenzuela, Rockhill, Miller, Saviello, all getting into the box. Ball comes in, looks for Valenzuela. It's headed by Rovers. Here comes Lobo. He'll go forward to Ali Baksh. He's controlling. Tries to go back, but misses his teammate. We're now at 7 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll see how much more time the referee will allow the game to be played as the ball's put back into play. Here's Rockhill finding Miller. Flicks it back onto Rockhill. Nojim getting in, but it's headed away from Ferreira Rodriguez, only as far as Valenzuela. Here's Saviello trying to turn. Mateus was there. Montagu heading it down. Here's Andre. He gets into the box. Right foot is cross in. Montagu playing it to Nojim. Shot softly into the hands of Aldovinos. And now the final whistle will go, and that will be the end of the match. Potros FC 2, Rovers FC 2. Rovers putting all of the pressure, managing to get 2 penalty kicks through handballs, and getting back into this game, winning a point apiece for the 2 teams. So Potros FC still looking to try to get back to winning ways, but making progress in the right direction after missing a lot of key players through injuries. A young team coming into the game, getting a result. Not the result that they wanted going into halftime with the lead, but a result nonetheless. Rovers having many, many opportunities, especially near the end there, to come away with the 3 points. Cameron Verona, very strong in the back, making multiple amazing saves to keep Potros with a point. A lot to take from this game. And we'll see you next week as Potros takes on Soccer Saves Lives FC at home at Marietta High School. We will bring that game to you live here on Potros FC YouTube channel as well. Thank you all for traveling with us here to Riverdale for the match between Rovers FC and Potros FC, ending in a 2-2 draw. The first draw between these 2 squads in their head-to-head record. So now both teams will look to learn from this match. Ryan Palucci coming back into the squad, having a solid performance. Unlucky to have given away the first penalty kick, but other than that, had a good performance from the whole team. Really had a good performance. Not many opportunities to score, but they took the ones that they had and managed to come away with a point. This has been Christopher Oranga bringing you the match here at Southern Crescent Stadium. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week as Potros FC takes on Soccer Saves Lives FC.